I go by ZayTovenTG, you know. That's all I gotta say, really.
Okay, bet. Man, I've been having these conversations with people, and half the people I done had the conversations with have been artists that I've worked with before in one way or another, whether we did music together, did videos together, was at a show together, did some type of event together. And
You know what?
Go ahead.
I
No,
apologize,
go ahead.
but I ain't want to forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's crazy. You did my first ever video, bro.
Yeah.
You did my first ever video, and then you doing my first ever interview. That's kind of wild to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's dope, though.
And I think that's
love for sure,
bro. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that's real significant and important about the culture is, you know, finding different avenues that you could contribute that may not always be, you know, recording, or may not always be being the artist or being the person in front of the video. You know, I found, you know, as time went by and as I was, you know, within the culture and within the different things going on in the city, I found that I got just as much enjoyment in creating being the person that was behind the camera as I did being the person in front of the camera. You know, I got just as much enjoyment from, you know, creating music and being in the studio recording music that I got from sitting down and just having a conversation with somebody that also, you know, creates music, and thinking about talking to them about the ways that they creative process work, and, you know, the ways that my creative process work, and finding the things that's similar and the things that's different. So talk to me about, you know, you said that, you know, I shot your first video, you know, this is your first interview. Talk to me about the journey that you had, you know, before even that first music video that we did, when you first got introduced to music, and when you first got, maybe not even that you was writing music or creating music, but when you think about some of your earliest memories that have music connected with them, like what are some of those memories, and what are some of those artists and some of those songs that you think of?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. So like, I got an older dad, you know what I mean? So my dad is 72 now. So I ain't gonna lie, like riding in the car, all type, like, you know, just type of shit. Like we traveled a lot, did whatever, but just the oldies, bro. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I think the oldies really kind of did it for me too, because it was a different melody, you know what I mean? It was a different feel, and they was using live instruments too on a lot of those songs. So I think, like, as a kid, I feel like I don't know, that shit just like really, I don't know, it instilled in me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then it just made me want to jump into it, and, you know, that's how I think I found my interest. But I feel like it started with my dad. My dad played everything, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about like Bobby Bland, you know, BB King. I'm talking about Otis Redding, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Then my mom's side, you know, we come from Freeport for one, but, you know, her family, her dad, they come from Mississippi, so, you know, it's that blues, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that nice mixture, you know what I'm saying? My last $2, you know what I mean? By, I can't think of his name, and I know they probably finna fry me, but, you know, my last $2, bro, like, you know, them my songs, bro, they come from my mom and my dad, I feel like. So that mixture of just being in them two different environments of music with them, I feel like it kind of like gave me a nice little, even little, you know?
Yeah.
Along with, of course, growing up with what I grew up with and hearing what I was hearing, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I try to implement my own.
When you